Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. The moon is in Capricorn still, and this is your reading for Wednesday, April 12th. Early this morning, there's a lot of energy coming in astrologically, so this might be a high energy day, which can be good, especially this time of the year. So I'm using the Star Tarot again until you guys tell me you're so sick of it. But meanwhile, we have quite the exploration going on here. So let's see, what is it that you most need to know for the day? What are the most important things to understand? Okay, this one right here. Okay, Three of Swords. That's my card for being very careful to not betray myself. Because betrayal from the outside usually stems with betrayal from the inside, where you're not noticing the best about yourself. And Prince of Wands could be a younger person that is going through some heartbreak that maybe you help them with. It could also be some painful memories of rejection in the past when you were younger comes up, and there's some healing for that coming through. That sure makes sense with the astrological transits for the day. Just know that all things pass. Oh, and we have the Chariot where we're moving forward. So, okay, there's a few different ways this could, or a few different things that these cards could relate to. So, like I said, it could be moving on from a place where you used to reject yourself, judge yourself harshly, betray the best in yourself. And we have tons of energy for moving on beyond that. But the Chariot card is ruled by Cancer, so that could be a family. Like, imagine you grew up in a family where they just worked all the time, a lot of self-will going out, and it wasn't so balanced. The home work life situation, there wasn't any of that. There was no balance going on. The home, and it was just all work, rushing around when you get home. Nobody has time to connect and be and play and all that, with each other, which are real needs for children. And so you grow up unconsciously feeling like you're either not good enough or you feel rejected, and you can't really find your beauty. You can't really find your truth. You can't really find your love until you start working through the wounding. So as adults, we're all doing that all the time. We all have those opportunities every day. And with the Prince of Wands, that energy just keeps coming through and keeps renewing us in order to move past it. It can bring in some new life force. It's often a card of enthusiastically speaking out, enthusiastically feeling more optimistic than ever before. It's often a card of good news and maybe having some new initiative come through, some new a new project. So it could be that there's some good news, especially that helps you to overcome any rejection or heartbreak from the past. But on a deeper, more spiritual level, with there's nothing more deeper than healing heartbreak. But on another level, there is that possibility with the either princess or page or prince, whatever it is, of wands, male, female, doesn't matter. It could have to do with sharing your light in a much more in a brighter way. Think of when you were very young and it was really hard to hold back your enthusiasm. It could be something like that. So you could be accessing like a teenage place where your first love, and you got rejected, and now it's clearing through and you're like, oh, why did I ever feel that way? That was crazy, right? And you could be holding space for a younger person going through this, and you can remember what it was like when you were younger, because we all went through it, right? So, but with the Chariot, this is our card of the need to hold the right middle path, not go off into a bunch of different directions. And the only way I can do that personally is to connect with my inner will rather than my outer will, right? My outer will might come from my head, where I'm thinking, oh, well, this is what I got to do, this is what I should do, and da 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 da. And that's just coming from an unhealthy ego. We really need to stay connected to our heart. We need to have, you can see all the areas of life lined up here. And especially trusting your heart and connecting with the stars to help you navigate. Especially being, with this card being ruled by Cancer, your feelings can shift very quickly when you're moving that quickly. So you want to make sure you stay very, very centered. Now, on another level, the Chariot is often our vehicle card. It's about travel. It's about being, well, either on your feet, on a bike, on a skateboard, on a, which, you know, we're not doing that, are we? Rollerblades? Nah. Our car. It might be a car, vehicle, car, truck, things like that. And with the Prince of Wands, because of all this energy, even more, be careful about speeding today so you don't wind up feeling heartbroken over a speeding ticket. You know, keep an eye on your speedometer, which, you know, cars are so smooth nowadays, you really do have to watch, especially if you don't have traffic. When you're in traffic, it's no problem, but yeah. So know that the clouds will pass. If you're going through some yucky weather, like I am here, definitely. I've had a couple days of just being socked in, and I keep having to remind myself, well, it's not very pretty outside, but it's peaceful. It's quiet and peaceful. So anyway, the weather will pass, all things pass, and the energy always renews and moves through, and then there's movement again. There's a lot of movement this week. Excellent. Okay, well, take good care, you guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye.